Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I can assure you that the Five Nights at Freddy's Facts video is currently in production, with the length now decided to be 250 facts. In addition, I am also working on a video on a franchise unrelated to Five Nights at Freddy's, in order to give my channel some variety. However, while both of those videos are being written, I have decided to make this video first because I felt that it was the easiest of the three to produce. Originally, I was considering making an updated ranking of the Five Nights at Freddy's special delivery skins, since, when I made my ranking video, the most recent skin was Katrina Toychica. Since then, there have been 7 more skins added to the game. However, I do not think that 7 skins is a large enough increase to justify making another ranking video. Instead, I feel that I should wait until we receive at least 10 new skins since Katrina Toychica. However, the subject of this video is still related to special deliveries skins. As I am sure that we are all aware, one of the most infamous aspects of Five Nights at Freddy's special delivery is its character skins. In general, the skins have a mixed reception among Five Nights at Freddy's fans, including myself. While I think that at least 50% of the skins are good to fantastic, I do agree that Illumix should definitely be more creative with their concepts. This became especially apparent to me with the game's Haunted Forest event, which ran across the latter half of November 2020. Even though I will respect the opinions of people who like this event, if I am going to be completely honest, I think that this is probably the worst event of special delivery by far. All 3 of its skins, Boulder Toy Bonnie, Swamp Balloon Boy, and, to a lesser extent, Woodland Toy Freddy, are extremely lazy and do not try anything beyond their simple concepts. While I thought that the Winter Wonderland event was a moderate improvement over the Haunted Forest event, I still felt that it gradually declined as it progressed, but not to the point of any skins being bad, just very generic. Now, you may be thinking, if you are unsatisfied with the current skins, then how would you improve the system? Well, one idea that I have is to base new skins on pre-existing elements of the franchise, in order to satisfy people who complain about skins and to prevent bland and generic skins. For this video, I am going to be discussing my top 10 ideas for skins in Five Nights at Freddy's special delivery. However, before the list begins, I would like to clarify a few things. First of all, these ideas will only be based on pre-existing elements of the franchise, so I will not be suggesting anything akin to Sister Meritoy Bonnie or Arctic Ballora. Secondly, I will only be suggesting skins for characters who are either already in the game or have been confirmed to be coming to the game in one form or another. For example, Lefty is eligible for a skin suggestion, since his assets have already been coded into the game. However, Bab has not been confirmed yet, so she is ineligible for this list, even though I think that Electrobab would be a fantastic skin idea for her. Finally, this list is based entirely upon my own opinions, but feel free to share your own ideas in the comments section. Now that I have finished this extremely long introduction, let's begin with number 10. For number 10, I have chosen several skins based upon the Fazbear Frights series of novels. Specifically, these include Pitrap, Eleanor, and the Plushtrap Chaser skins for Springtrap, Circus Baby, and Plushtrap respectively. I was also considering Count the Ways Funtime Freddy for this section as well, but I left him out due to another idea that I will mention later. I think that it would be an excellent idea to bring some characters from the novels into the games, in order to introduce them to fans who have not yet read about them. Since the Fazbear Frights series has been these characters' only appearances so far, they do not really have enough source material to justify them being added as standalone characters. So skins would be a nice alternative. An idea that I have for a potential Fazbear Frights event is to include these 3 characters as skins, as well as including one of the series' original characters as their own character, with candidates including Fetch, Ralpho, or the Stitch Wraith. despite the high amount of praise that this potential event could receive, there is one crippling problem that has resulted in the low placement of this idea: the lack of official models. Almost all of the Fazbear Frights series characters only appear either on the front covers or in black and white illustrations, with some characters, such as the plush trap chaser, never receiving any visual depiction at all. If Fazbear Frights skins were to be included in special delivery, then Illumix would need to create completely new models for them. However, due to the large array of fan-made models that have been created since each novel's release, there is a high possibility that Illumix could be accused of copying fan designs. For this reason, I have decided to place the idea of Fazbear Frights skins at the bottom of this list, even though I think that they could be amazing. For number 9, I have chosen Fixed Mangle, also known as Funtime Foxy, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 version. In addition to alternate appearances of characters, many of my other skin ideas involve obscure characters who I think would work better as skins than as their own characters, and one of the first obscure characters to come to my mind was Fixed Mangle. So far, the only appearance of Fixed Mangle, in an official Five Nights at Freddy's game, has been its adventure form in Five Nights at Freddy's World. The appearance of an unmangled Mangle, along with 2 other hidden characters, has been something that fans have been requesting since 2015, so I think that a Fixed Mangle skin would be an excellent way to fulfill that request. So far, Adventure Fixed Mangle is the only reference material that Illumix would have, so they need to attempt to translate that design into special deliveries art style. However, one problem with this skin idea, and the reason why it is only at number 9, is that I am unsure if it would work better as a Foxy skin or as a Mangle skin. Of course, Fixed Mangle seems like a perfect fit for a Mangle skin, since they are past and future versions of each other. However, you have to consider that Mangle's mechanics are directly influenced by their state of disrepair, which opens the suggestion of Fixed Mangle working as a Foxy skin instead. Disappointingly, as much as I would like to see a Fixed Mangle skin in special delivery, this confusing situation has prevented me from putting this idea any higher than number 9 on this list. For number 8, I have chosen another Five Nights at Freddy's World character, Enderplush, the endoskeleton of Plushtrap. Enderplush was first introduced in Five Nights at Freddy's World, where he was notable for being the only new character in the game's initial roster of 40 characters. His loading screen reveals that Cawthon created him specifically to fill up the character quota, even though he could have just used Withered Golden Freddy or Nightmare Mangle. Concerning Enderplush's identity, many fans have agreed that he is the endoskeleton of Plushtrap, and this is the reason why I think that he would work better as a skin for Plushtrap, rather than as his own character. This skin would also be extremely easy for Illumix to create, since they already have a model of Plushtrap's endoskeleton in the files. All that they would need to do is to just remove Plushtrap's suit. Perhaps, in order to avoid making this skin appear lazy, they could add a few extra details to the endoskeleton to make it appear more similar to Adventure Enderplush, such as giving it hands or green eyes. For number 7, I have chosen an exceedingly obscure character, which is, and do not worry, this is not a fan-made character, Nightmare Springtrap. This character actually does not originate from either any of the games or any of the books, but instead from merchandise, the Mimoji virtual stickers to be specific. If you were not aware, in 2016, the Quid app offered several sets of Five Nights at Freddy's virtual stickers, which were unlocked through download codes included with Mimoji Five Nights at Freddy's merchandise. In addition to stickers of several pre-existing characters, there was also one new character included, that being Nightmare Springtrap. Since the virtual stickers have been this character's only appearance so far, I think that he would work very well as a Springtrap skin, and would make for a very good obscure reference. However, the only segment of Nightmare Springtrap that the sticker revealed was his head, so Illumix would need to invent the rest of his body themselves. Additionally, the Memoji stickers for Funtime Freddy and Nightmarian gave them slightly different facial designs, which included giving Funtime Freddy freckles and giving Nightmarian black rosy cheeks and more teeth on his lower jaws. These designs could potentially work as skins for Funtime Freddy and Nightmarian, since both of these characters have been discovered within Special Deliveries files. However, these alternate designs do not contain enough differences to justify making them into skins. For number 6, I have once again chosen multiple skins for one placement, this time being skins based on characters from Help Wanted's Blacklight mode. These include Dark Freddy, Neon Bonnie, Neon Chica, Burnt Foxy, Party Freddy, Beacon Bonnie, Shadow Mangle, Virtual Trap, and Dark Foxy. Basically, all of the hard mode animatronics except for the scrap plush babies, since the normal plush babies have not been confirmed yet. This selection is actually a combination of alternate variants and obscure secret characters, since Dark Freddy, Neon Bonnie, Neon Chica, Burnt Foxy, and Dark Foxy serve as replacements for the original animatronics in the Parts and Service and Five Nights 1 mode, while Party Freddy, Beacon Bonnie, Shadow Mangle, and Virtual Trap are extra animatronics included within different modes, since the majority of these characters are already reskins for previous characters. I think that they should be carried over to Special Delivery as well, especially since it would help to secure Special Delivery's connections to Help Wanted and possibly debunk the misconception that Special Delivery is not canon. As for their hypothetical event, my idea is that they could compose a 5-week-long event, with 2 new skins for each of the first 4 weeks, since the hard mode animatronics have very simplistic designs, with a slight exception being Beacon Bonnie. As for the final week, I imagine that it would include the final skin and a new character, perhaps the plush babies, who could receive skins as the scrap plush babies and the plushkins. In my video discussing characters that I would like to see in Special Delivery, I mentioned that I thought that Fredbear and Grim Foxy would be fairly unlikely to make it into the game, due to them being owned by Steel Wool Studios. However, I do not think that this would be an issue with the hard mode animatronics, since they are merely altered versions of pre-existing models. For number 5, I have chosen Blacktime Freddy and Funtime Mangle, the versions of Funtime Freddy and Mangle from the 4th closet, 3rd and final novel in the Five Nights at Freddy's novel trilogy. To be clear, these are not their officially confirmed names, and are merely names created by fans. The Five Nights at Freddy's collection, a boxed set of the novel trilogy, contained a bonus poster which revealed the designs of some of the trilogy's animatronics, including Blacktime Freddy and Funtime Mangle, the latter being a hybrid of Mangle and Funtime Foxy. While Blacktime Freddy's design in this poster is identical to Funtime Freddy, his actual design is revealed by the front cover of the 4th closet, which depicts him as a monochrome version of Funtime Freddy, hence the Blacktime moniker. Interestingly, Blacktime Freddy actually makes a cameo appearance in Ultimate Custom Night, as a decoration in the sister location themed office. This skin idea is the reason why I did not include the Count the Ways version of Funtime Freddy at number 10, since he is extremely similar to Blacktime Freddy. Concerning their designs, Funtime Mangle is basically an unwithered version of Nightmare Mangle, so they may be the more complicated skin to model. On the other hand, Blacktime Freddy would be extremely simple to create, as Funtime Freddy would simply need to be recolored black with yellow eyes. Concerning his lack of bonbon, I think that Blacktime Freddy would work better with 2 hands, since this is how he is depicted in the poster. I also considered the version of Springtrap from the 4th closet for this section as well, since his design is basically a less withered scrap trap. However, I decided against that inclusion, since people may mistake this for Scrap Trap himself. For number 4, I have chosen Dark Springtrap. For the longest time, I actually thought that this was a fan-made character, until I found out that he actually represents Springtrap's appearance in the final sister location cutscene, after the Fazbear's Fright Fire. For some reason, Funko decided to make merchandise out of this 1-second appearance, which resulted in him being dubbed Dark Springtrap. I feel that this skin would be reasonably easy for Illumix to create, since they have already created Flaming Springtrap, another representation of Springtrap, following the Fazbear's Fright Fire. If Illumix were to just use Flaming Springtrap as the basis for a Dark Springtrap skin, then the only work required would be to simply remove the fire and glowing effects, along with recoloring him a very charred shade of green. However, this would be extremely lackadaisical, with even less effort put into it than Sonic Forces. I think that an excellent way to make Dark Springtrap stand out more would be to redesign him to represent the transition between Springtrap and Scraptrap. For example, he could have Scraptrap's missing appendages and exposed skeleton, while retaining Springtrap's head and exposed endoskeleton feet, with the obvious addition of a terrified suit texture. Now, we have reached the top 3. The ideas I believe should definitely be incorporated into Special Delivery's skin roster at some point, and kickstarting the top 3 is JJ Indo02, another Easter egg character originating from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, was also considered for this list. However, due to rumors of his inclusion within the files as his own character, I have instead decided on JJ. While working on part 2 to the video discussing my ideas for special delivery mechanics, I have attempted to devise mechanics for JJ as her own character, but unfortunately, the only suggestion that I have been able to concoct is adding the Freddy mask to Balloon Boy's mechanics. As a result, I believe that, if JJ was to be included in special delivery, then she would work far better as a skin than as her own character, due to her lack of major appearances. This case is helped by the fact that she would be an excruciatingly easy skin to create, easier than even the simplest of the game's pre-existing skins, as there would be absolutely no modeling involved, just recoloring Balloon Boy in JJ's color scheme and removing his props. If JJ appears as a Balloon Boy skin, then I hope that Illumix goes the extra mile in accuracy by removing the sign and balloon, since JJ is never shown to have those props. However, one reason why people may be against this skin idea is because it may be bizarre to have a skin that completely inverts their template character's gender. For number 2, I have chosen Captain Foxy, the pirate costume that Foxy wears in the pirate ride stage from Curse of Dreadbear. This was an idea that I actually suggested in my 5 Nights at Freddy's characters in 10 words or less video, which was finished just after Ballora was added to special delivery. The main reason why I have suggested this skin is because it fits perfectly with Foxy's personality. Something that I wish that skins would do more often is to reflect the characters' personalities. Even though I consider Ringmaster Foxy to be a decent skin, my main problem is that it does not match Foxy's personality as a pirate. Honestly, this skin would have made much more sense for Freddy or even Funtime Foxy, if he was in the game at the time of the Dark Circus event. The only skins that match their template characters' personalities that I have noticed so far are VR Toy Freddy, Black Ice Frostbear, and, to a lesser extent, Clown Springtrap. Another interesting detail that Illumix could add would be to include Captain Foxy's voice lines from the pirate ride.
Welcome aboard Captain Foxy's pirate adventure! You can help me with this here adventure by shooting the targets with that there hand cannon. Do your best, or I'll send you to Davy Jones's locker.
This would certainly be possible, since Illumix has previously included new sound effects with skins, such as Woodland Toy Freddy and Boulder Toy Bonnie. This even extends to new voice lines, since some new lines were added to Freddy when Shamrock Freddy was introduced.
You did your best, and that's all that counts.
Finally, in order to go the extra mile in accuracy, I think that Illumix could even include Steel Wool's Foxy model's color scheme, which has much lighter accent colors compared to Scott Cawthon's and Illumix's Foxy models. Before I finally reveal number 1, I would like to quickly address a skin idea that a majority of the fandom has discussed: the Phantom Animatronics. Since all 6 of the Phantom Animatronics are recolored versions of previous models, a lot of fans have suggested the concept of them as skins, since their status as hallucinations/ghosts prevents them from acting like normal animatronics. As for my stance on the Phantoms, I personally believed that they would work better as distractions during Remnant Collection. However, I will discuss this in more detail in part 2 of my ideas for special delivery mechanics. And finally, number 1, the skin, or rather 2 skins, that I believe need to be included in special delivery the most are Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. As I alluded to during my discussion of fixed Mangle, official models of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are something that fans have been desperately requesting since 2015, almost 6 years ago. In those 6 years, the closest that we have received are their adventure forms, Fredbear's cameo in Ultimate Custom Night, and Spring Bonnie's planned but scrapped appearance in Help Wanted. Unfortunately, none of these count as official designs, since the adventure animatronics are separate characters. The Fredbear in Ultimate Custom Night is technically just a spirit taking on a similar appearance to Fredbear, and Spring Bonnie was cut from Help Wanted because of Steel Wool's accidental use of a fan-made model from the fan game Pop Goes Memories. Originally, I was just going to include Spring Bonnie at number 1. However, the recent addition of Golden Freddy to the game has now opened the door for Fredbear to possibly become a skin as well. Similarly to fixed Mangle, Illumix could use the adventure designs as reference material, since they are the closest to official designs available, just like what Funko did when designing their Spring Bonnie blush. However, if Illumix ultimately decides to create Fredbear and Spring Bonnie skins, then I really hope that they do not go the Ultimate Custom Night route and cloak them in unnecessary shadows. Finally, these skins would also make a lot of sense in terms of the game's lore, since Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are integral pieces of Fazbear Entertainment's history, and they would definitely consider releasing them as part of the Fazbear Funtime service. Even if that would not be the case, an alternative explanation could be that they are the result of Glitchtrap's machinations, just like Springtrap, the Jacko animatronics, and, possibly, Plushtrap and Golden Freddy. Perhaps these 2 skins could be released on a special occasion, such as the franchise's 7th anniversary or Special Delivery's 2nd anniversary. But regardless of their release date, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie are the 2 skins that I believe that Special Deliver needs the most. Thank you for watching this video. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I feel that Special Delivery's skins have been on a steady decline for the last few events, and it feels as though Illumix is running out of ideas. As a result, I think that they should either retire the skin system entirely and focus exclusively on new characters, or they could create skins based on pre-existing elements of the franchise, including all of the ideas that I have suggested throughout this video. Also, before this video ends, I would like to quickly address the 2 polls that I ran in community posts. As part of my first community post, I conducted a poll containing 5 of my new video ideas, in order to see which video topic my viewers would like to see me cover, once I had finished the 3 videos that I currently have in production. Those 3 videos are this video, the 255 Nights at Freddy's Facts video, and a video unrelated to 5 Nights at Freddy's, the subject of which I will tease in a community post, a few days before it is ready. Overall, the winning idea was Ideas for Special Delivery Mechanics, Part 2, with 43% out of 1.9 thousand votes. Once it became clear to me that that video was the winner, I conducted another poll to see if people would like for me to create the video before or after I had completed my 3 in-production videos, with 85% out of 760 votes voting for the former. Unfortunately, it will likely be a month before I finally get around to making the video, so I apologize to everybody who voted for the video. Honestly, I feel that I should have conducted the poll after I had completed all 3 videos. However, I had just unlocked the community tab and I wanted my first post to be a video poll. Speaking of the community tab, I would recommend periodically checking it out. I will use this in order to be more interactive with my viewers, by sharing things such as news, polls, behind the scenes information, channel updates, etc. Finally, I would like to say a massive thank you to everybody for helping me to reach 6,000 subscribers. It honestly does not feel as though it has been too long since I first reached 5,000 subscribers. And I hope to continue growing my channel at such a rapid rate. I promise that, when I reach 10,000 subscribers, I will actually do a voice reveal, along with perhaps a Q&A section with all of my points being addressed. That will be all for this video. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to share your own opinions in the comments section. And please subscribe to my channel if you would like to be notified about my latest uploads. Thank you for watching.